Let's ask a different question. What's another good question? Hang on, I'm typing a big poll here, folks. If anybody's there yet, hang on. There we go. Start a poll. There we go. Good evening, everybody. No, Heidi, go to bed. No. We're just doing we're gonna do quite a quick one tonight, guys. I'm just thought I'd buzz on here for a bit and touch base with everyone. Make sure I try to turn up every day for you. Try to turn up every day. Another long day for me, working at the truck and stuff, cleaning up outside the garage because the truck struggles to get out of the driveway. I have to start at the bottom, so yeah, I'm having a big reshuffle. So yeah, busy long day. How are we all going? Taylor, hello, Misty, Possum, Daniel, Lightwood, Mason. Oh, you're all flowing in early. How are you all going? Does anybody have good news? Good news? Bad news? Hi, John. How are you, John? I just come on for these sort of evening chats. It's one of the streams I do, so yeah, we're just going to hang out and have a quick chat, see if anybody needs to talk about anything, that they want to do something and their family's like, oh, don't do that, or whoever, or self-doubt. Maybe it's usually in your own head, right? So we'll have a quick powwow. On YouTube right now, just unwind and spend some time around some beautiful people after a really busy day. That's a great answer, Mason. I appreciate it. I think there's certainly a utility in it, right? But yeah, it's just a question to pose to people's minds. Try and just provoke a little thought. I try and use a thought-provoking question. I was thinking about today, and usually it's just like mental health, self-improvement chat, ask a question, and I'm like, oh, we could probably do it a bit better. I'm trying to get better at this whole YouTube thing, right? Day by day. Hopefully, I'm getting better at it. If there's crickets in the chat after me saying that, maybe I'm not. Looking for any interesting chat? What are you looking to talk about, Ruhan? I mostly do. I mostly do like self-improvement and stuff. You got lucky, or under what circumstances, mate? Don't watch TV, only a few old shows. Yep. I've been watching. What did we watch? We watched like the first half of Venom 2 last night on Netflix. Yeah, that's what I've been doing a bit more of. As me and Susie just been winding down a bit. We're doing a whole heap of work today, and in the middle of the day we watched. She started early today, so about 2 o'clock we watched James Bond Skyfall, 007 Skyfall. So we're most of the way through that. Watched a bit of Rick and Morty because she's never really watched it much. So watched the Planet Purge episode of Rick and Morty. Is Jesus coming back as an AI? I don't know, man. British politics. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't get into the politics and stuff. I don't get into things beyond my control. I don't really do religion. We don't do religion here, and we don't do politics. That's pretty much it. Anything else is fair game. And sports that have two balls. That's what I'm into. So yeah, I don't want to talk about soccer or rugby or cricket. I try and do mostly self-improvement chat, right? So it's a channel for people who want to create the life they want for themselves, right? You're kind of sick of all the noise of the world. We just hang out here. Laura Keep, personally, no. Personally, I'm not not of any religion. Zonky. What was that? The zebra mixed with a donkey. That's what we were talking about the other day, wasn't it? Yeah, everyone voted. Hey, Wild and Wavy, great to see you, mate. I saw everyone. Wild and Wavy, good to see you again, mate. How are you? Is that a different profile picture, Wild and Wavy? You had like a bright white background one, didn't you? It was very, very, very neon. I like that. Problem is, they make it too small for me to see it. To whoever said Jesus AI question, please read a Bible. Yeah, again, guys, I don't do religion, respectfully. So it's not the channel for religion. Like, there's plenty of channels for religion. Mine's not one of them. Everyone's entitled to their beliefs, but I'm not here to have the discussion about answering that question of who's right, who's wrong, where do we go. No, I'm not about it. People have argued that for thousands of years, and nobody can agree, right? So this channel is more about taking charge of your own life and what you want to do. Your religion, your country, whatever, doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? We all want to achieve some things in our life, right? We all have goals and dreams and stuff, right? So we're here to support each other in that. Yeah, possum sports that require 2 balls. So like car racing, motorcycle racing. Yeah, they require 2 balls. G'day, Jenny. Jenny's in early today. That's good. Good to see you in early, Jenny. Jenny tends to catch us right at the end of the stream, so I don't want to leave Jenny out. What's one thing you're struggling to find the motivation to do? I think I struggle to find the motivation to do everything, Mason. Finding discipline is the battle for me. It's just churning through everything. I think it's just everything I have to do. I could definitely put more at each day. I think I've got a pretty good balance. I think I've got a pretty good balance at the moment. Spot my stance. Thanks, ACC. Yeah, I just try and there's different places for different topics, right? Finance helps. Yeah, okay. Yeah, as I said, Ruhan. So far, I've said I don't do politics, I don't do religion, and I don't want to talk about like one ball sports like soccer and stuff. And that's all you want to talk about. What's bothering you, Misty? What's going on, mate? What do you need? What do you need to talk about there, Misty? Why do you think you struggle to find the discipline and motivation, though? You could do one thing right now to change it. What would you do? Yeah, Mason, I just don't really have that problem myself, to be honest. It's something I've battled with a lot, but I've overcome it pretty well now. Why do you think you struggle to find the discipline and motivation, though? If you could do one thing right now to change it, what would you do? No, I've been good. I've been disciplined and motivated, and all that, whatever. So now I'm doing all right. To me, motivation is things you want to do, right? What it takes is discipline to do things you don't want to do. Anybody can do anything when they're motivated, right? If your friends say, "Come out, I'm going to buy you cake and ice cream," and say, "All right," you know what I mean. Like if you're motivated to do something, like for me, what motivates when I'm motivated is I've got a motorbike track day the next day. It's not like a chore. It's not like work. It's load up the truck. I'll do hours of work to prepare for that and then I'll be up on the road at 4 a.m. That's motivation, right? So you can't be looking for motivation because motivation is going to come. It's going to go. It's going to be there. This is what separates people is when you're not motivated. If you can get through that with discipline, that's how you excel over 95% of the population who give up when it gets hard, give up when they don't feel like doing it. You can't live off how you feel, right? Look, there's a beautiful woman behind me. Oh, hi. Where'd you come from? You mean to say my mama's house? All right. How am I? I'm doing all right, Nick. How about yourself, mate? It was the same, Mason, but my issue was health. It's hard to stay motivated. It's constantly in pain. Yeah, Jenny, you just gonna have to find that balance on that one, right? It sucks. I mean, I've certainly had long periods like that when my health has been like so bad physically. It's just been giving up the vaping. I was streaming through that. That was a real hard one because I was limited to like literally an hour and a half, 2 hours of work a day. Joe from Auckland. G'day, Ali. How are you, man? Good to have some Kiwis in here. Yep, I grew up in Auckland. I'm up Northland now. That's not an appropriate comment there, Island. But let me put it to you this way. She's willing to live with me in a caravan. So I must be doing something right. If the caravans are rocking, don't come a knocking, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, what did that take within a minute of you sitting down and appearing on camera? Yeah, good old YouTube, eh? Get your minds out of the gutter, chat. It's a nice self-improvement conversation. Your minds are in the gutter. Evening, Powder. How are you, man? How's your day been? I've been cleaning up outside the garage and stuff and moving the trucks around and that. Yeah. Going good. Chipping away. Michael Bluth. I really want to say it, but I won't. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate this change of tune from you, Michael. You've gone from donating to make troll comments and being a bit cheeky, and you're like, you know what? Like, and I sort of said, like, I need the trolls. Like, we're trying to do like good, positive vibes, mental health chat, help people with depression and stuff. And you know, to have people change their tune, it is noticed, it is appreciated. So thank you, Mr. Bluth. There's always money in the banana stand. You hear me? There's always money in the banana stand. It's just for you, Michael Bluth. Just for you, that one. I look beefy. Oh, thanks, mate. Losing my fiance was a big setback for me. I lost some motivation for a long time, but I found motivation, found discipline, found the balance. You can do it too, yeah. Well, what do you think helped you to find that balance, Mason? What do you think were the biggest things, like 3 things that changed that? For me, I think the main thing was just gradually just shutting off the thoughts and just moving into it. 10 minutes here, 5 minutes there, 10 minutes there, and you start to create that evidence. You start to roll that snowball, right? I think the second most crucial thing was understanding when I'm going to burn myself out. And like, if I keep going at this pace, in a couple of days, I'm just going to be in bed depressed and I'll be down again, right? So I'll dial off a bit and just make sure I'm looking after myself, and you know, then that consistency stays, you know. Yes, Michael. Well, try stay on topic, Michael. It's good. I much prefer it, Michael, when you contribute to the chat, mate. You do, you've got it. You seem to be able to type full sentences and that. You don't need to be doing all that. You've got potential, lots of potential there, mate. We've got to hone it in. All of the above, Justin Harris. All right, yeah, fair enough. Bail money in a cookie jar. Bail money. Okay. Oh, a gift membership from Michael. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. That's I believe 148 members now, so much appreciated. Thank you very much, guys. It all helps support the channel. I can get some more equipment soon and stuff for my new little channel here. Worried about your boyfriend? What's going on there, Misty? You'll have to refresh me on that situation, mate. What's the story? It was honestly, for me, pacing myself, taking my time, and actually taking the time to process what had happened, what I was feeling, instead of always shutting it out and acting like it's not there. Yeah, that's definitely an experience I had getting away from the alcohol, Mason. Was that clarity, and I didn't have any weed for like a year, right? Having that clarity and time to think and reflect and actually sort of just stay away from people a bit and reset, right? Yeah. Taking that time to focus on you and sort of, piece yourself back together. It's no fun, but you certainly learn, right? Yeah, I've never regretted anything like that being necessary, because it's shaped me into who I am. And then, like, without these things happening to me, I wouldn't be able to talk about it here, right? Oh, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, Misty. But much love to you, mate. Yeah, it's a toughie. It's a toughie. Just try be there for him all you can, right? Do what you can do. Do what you can do, mate. Do kangaroos jump higher in Australia because there is less gravity? I don't know. Think you like what I try when I can, Dave, so it's when I had So with my grip body's screaming pain. Yeah, Jenny. Oh, it's rough, mate. For me, I mean, I've been having a lot of pain the last couple of days. I'm really struggling to sleep because it's so bitter cold here. So all my old injuries are flaring up. So I'm thinking of going like, and if it stays this cold and stays this bad, I'll be eating. I'll be cutting out the carbs in a few days. So I actually bought some chips and some dip tonight. So I'm going to scoff down a bunch of carbs and see how my hip does and stuff. See if I'm in immense pain. I am thinking of going back to a pure carnivore diet, to be honest. Help, says Alice. What's going on, Alice? How's it going? Yo, Dexter. G'day, S. James. That's a nice broccoli cut that you got there, mate. Hope all your friends think you're cool with it. You're keeping up with the trends. It's good, mate. Good to see it, James. Well, I quite like that with Gen Z, the broccoli cut. It's very appropriate for a bunch of vegetables. Sorry, that's only targeted at the troll. I love most of you. That's great. Thank you for your support there, Marshall, talking to Misty. Appreciate it, guys. I won't read out everything if you guys are like talking amongst yourselves, right? I isolated myself from the world for 4 years, removed myself from the socials because there was a lot I hadn't processed, a lot I hadn't accepted, and a lot I really need to understand my own terms. It's very interesting, Mason, because that's my experience as well, man. I had enough of the noise, and I literally got rid of Facebook, and so I had nothing. I didn't go on YouTube lives or chat or anything. I was watching podcasts and stuff, but I just kind of vanished away from the world a bit with that. So yeah, that time really helped. Definitely need to take some time to be with your own thoughts sometimes, right? You look like someone I can trust. Well, I don't do a persona on here or anything, right? So I'm just me, right? So I don't do an act. I don't put rubber bands on watermelons. I don't juggle. I don't. Sometimes I sing and impromptu singing. You might get out of me. The ADHD kicks in if I have a bit much sugar, but yeah, yeah. I just want to make a real channel to actually try and help people, right? To do something for the world. So that's the plan. Yeah, I appreciate that. Mason. Mason said if his details are in the description if Mandy and that need to reach out. Appreciate it, man. The girl before you is pretty. Behind me, I'm guessing you mean the girl. Yeah, that's wifey. It's wifey. My wifey. So is it a van? Yes, it is a caravan. What did I say about Gen Z? I said they got broccoli cuts. The Gen Z boys have broccoli cuts. That's a sign that they're a vegetable. They're letting the world know they're like, I'm in a vegetative state. They're the really brain rotted ones. When it's the trend to have a broccoli cut and everyone gets a broccoli cut. Yeah. They're broccolis. Yeah, I don't know. I just find it amusing. You see 6, 7 Gen Z standing around and they've all got the same haircut, and it's like, so it's, be unique, be yourself. Always be yourself in the world. Don't do what everybody else says is cool, or it's not cool if everybody's doing it. My phone, with my ex, and also don't engage with the phone. What's it? Reach out, making a huge difference. Leave my phone in the drawer so I don't engage with it. Yep, Mandy. Yep, that's it, mate. As I say, I'd just try and sever the contact completely on that one. But yeah, you can leave. It's just You don't really need to keep contact there for any reason, do you, Mandy? Unless it's like unless there's stuff that still has to be taken back to them or something, in which case I'd be you load it up and get it back to them and go about your life. Is it raining there? No, not at the moment, alternate. No, it's been alright. It's been alright today, mate. How are you going, my friend? I haven't seen you for a couple of days, the alternate. Can I do the Bane voice? Can I do the Bane voice? I could do the Bane voice for you. Anon 76239. I hope this has pleased you. Gen X here. Yep. Does she know about Gary? Yeah, she hasn't really seen Gary. Because RVG says Marshall. Have you met Gary the possum?
Yeah, I've seen him.
Oh, you've seen him?
I think I just saw him outside before.
Yeah. Got a beginner tattooing kit and some students. We should see each other. Awesome. Oh, it's good to see. I like those Mandy and Mason getting along there. Mandy and Mason sitting in it. Anyway. What else we got here? Very long day, pounding headache. Please tell your wife there's still time. She can do so much better. Please tell your wife there's still time. She can do so much better. Spoken like a man who just can't understand it. How has this guy got this beautiful woman and she's living with him in a caravan? Maybe it's because I'm not on people's lives like you, talking shit at people. Maybe it's because I've got some redeeming things about me. Does that piss you off? Does it piss you off I'm in a caravan sitting here and I can pull a woman like that? You know what'll piss you off more? I'm 39 and she's 24. Sorry, mate. I'm Batman. Gary hasn't been paying rent. We need to evict them. G'day, Celtic. Good to see you, man. Give fake money to homeless people. They will thank you, and when they get arrested, they won't be homeless anymore. Wow. What language is this? English. I learned it from a book. I like you, mate. G'day, Kurt. Good to see you again, bro. How's your week been there, Kurt? Good luck on my YouTube career. Thank you, mate. It's going pretty well so far. Going pretty well. Yeah. Just hoping to help some people. You'll be 39 on August 10th. Oh, mate. You never catch up to me, though, Kurt. You know, I'm always moving forward on age, bro. You gotta age quicker than that, mate. Yeah, I've definitely got some goals I want to hit. Some things that I have to be ticked off by the time I'm 40. I set these goals about 3 years ago. We're on track. Good. We're on track. Some of the plans have changed a bit, but I think we're going to get the end result there, and yeah. I hope I'll mate there like the Bane voice he requested. Thanks, isn't on you. You're most welcome, mate. Yeah, Misty, just take each day as it comes, mate. Take each day as it comes. It's good he's getting help and stuff, right? Been working painting houses, nice, mate. Yeah, I've been painting my new truck, my new Toyota Dyna with rattle cans. We've painted it up. It's good enough for a 30-year-old cheap truck. Make it look pretty and kill off the rust. So that's what I've been at. Anytime. Okay, right. Mandy, Mason, Nick have all got swords. See my guy. I like it. Yeah. I mean, that was just a cheap truck. So I'm pretty happy with that. I've been finally. Anybody who saw me building the garage floor over the last few weeks, a whole heap of stuff ended up outside, like the old floor and that. So I've been out there today, got most of that cleared up, and sort of moved the trucks around and stuff. So Susie's truck's back inside the gate and stuff because it was all a bit But the new truck doesn't get up the hill good. That is the biggest problem I have. So that's why I've got to clear all the way back to the garage and get it right outside the garage door where it's a bit flatter, so I can get it run up at the hill. But if I park that truck on the hill, it don't like getting out of here on its own. Great difficulty. Which I wouldn't have thought would be such a problem with a Toyota Dyna truck with a dual axle on the back, and it's got some heavy tray sides on it. I would have thought it would have some grip to get up the hill with dualies on it, but nope. Michael Blow says, however you feel right now is a story you've created of your life. It's not real. You can change the story and narrative to change your thoughts. Find the observer of your ego to change your... Mike, I understand you're not a troll, Michael, but how do we go from you saying 6'7" and just trying to get people to say that and just like mucking around when you have this kind of intellect within you? You're wasting your talents there, Michael. Unless Michael's evolving his trolling, he's like, I'll copy things off Google. I don't know. I like. I'm gonna run with it, Michael. Seeing as you donated a membership and stuff, I'm gonna seal in you're very legit there, bro. How am I, Shani? Good to see you, mate. Been a while. I'm doing good, mate. I'm doing good. We just got a donated membership from Michael Bluth before there. That takes us to, I believe, 148 members. So yeah, happy days. We got memberships like 2 weeks ago, I think it was. So yeah, I'm stoked. I do appreciate it all, guys, and we'll keep on keeping on here, keep building the channel. But yes, how are things in the Shanny's world and everybody else? How's everybody going this week? Don't be afraid to talk. You can pop in and say hello. We've got friendly people here. You know, just no politics, no arguments about religion and stuff. It's just all self-improvement and stuff. But if you want to speak, you can even do a said hi. Just let us know you're here. If you're a bit shy to talk, just do a type hi or an emoji or something, so I know you're here and you like the content, right? Okay, send me a smiley face or something. Single for 4 years and not looking. Sometimes you go through that, Mason. That's where you're gonna find that right one, right? It's just on your path, on your journey, man. And you stop looking. Pop-up storms, high winds. How about a heart? Oh, where are we getting a... Oh, dear. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Love hearts are good. Like buttons are good too. There we go. Lightwood's making good use of the member emojis there. As you see, members get me going, get a jar of pickles. Oh, no, everything's been repacked. I can't display the jar of pickles.
It's up on the bench because I couldn't fit them.
Oh, okay. So, right, hang on. We got pickles. We got pickles. And the dogs are over there, but the dogs are asleep, so I won't swing around on the dogs. Good to see you, Ryan. G'day, Ryan. How are you, mate? Yeah, I thought I'd better pop on tonight. I won't do too long. Been on 27 minutes so far, so we'll probably do like an hour, something like that. And I'm going to have a bit of an earlier night off here, guys. So we'll do another 20 or 30 minutes or something, but then I'm going to call it today. It's been a long day. Kurt says, hello, women and dogs. Yes. Hello. In my life. Does she know about the little raccoon? What raccoon? It's a possum in the garage. The possum in the garage. Gary the possum garage. He's a possum. He's an Australian New Zealand possum. They're a bit different to the American ones with like the white snout on them. They've done the work. I've been psychotherapy for a year and a half. And growing a person for a while. I was youth work for the government in schools, which explains 6-7. Very interesting, Michael. Very interesting. You're a man full of surprises. See, why couldn't you have started with that? Why couldn't you have started with that to begin with, Michael? Huh? I appreciate you being here, bro. I think you'll be a valuable asset to the chat and input for people. My cat only uses me as a jungle gym when I'm sleeping. Yeah, do you want a story time? So a mate of mine wanted a manual gearbox put in his car once. He was at the other end of the country, and I was like, whatever, I'll hang out down there for a while. He's like, yeah, we got a spare room, crash here, sort the car, and then just, go travel around and whatever. I was like, yeah, cool. He's like, you can stay in the cat's room. And I'm like, okay, like they're going to take the cats out of the room because they had like 6 Bengals. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, they'll put the cats or somewhere else. No. They put a bed into the cat's room. And all I had staring at me was these 6 Bengals, and they've got like all these runs around the walls and stuff, and little perches, and they're all just staring at me as I'm falling asleep. I'm like, this is awkward. And first couple of nights, I woke up alone. On the third morning, I woke up and I had all 6 cats around me, right here, tucked in everywhere to keep warm in winter, right? And the moment they realised I was awake, all of them at once, so I was like, eyes sort of open, the cats sort of been and scattered. And it took I was there about another 2 weeks, and then there were 2 of them that would stay on the bed, and 1 of them that would let me pat it and just sit there and pat it. But yeah, sound like SVG. Man, Shane Van Gisbergen showing up in American racing is one of the funniest things I've seen in a while. When he first showed up at the street race, and all the Americans are like, hey man, this guy's fast. Like, where's this guy come from? And like, if he's this pace everywhere, he's going to win everything. And I'm like commenting at the time. I'm like, yes. All the Australians and all the New Zealanders are commenting like, yes, it's Shane Van Gisbergen. You guys have no idea what you've just brought into your series. He's going to destroy everything. And all the Americans are like, we'll see how he goes. And everybody's commentating on it on the ESPN and whatever. ESPN. And all us Kiwis and Aussies were just laughing our heads off like, mate, Shane Van Gisbergen is going to obliterate you. They just so you know, the guy's still getting warmed up. Go look at how much he really, truly dominated over here in an Aussie. And you'll see what Shane Van Gisbergen's really about, mate. Thank you, Michael. Thanks, mate. Yeah, you can get away with it if you're gonna roll it out and donos, Michael. Much appreciated, mate. So yeah. Thought this chat was for only serious self-help, possums and ESPN. Oh, you never know, bloke. No, it's about a lot of things, mate. It's about a lot of things. About a lot of things, Michael. You should know that by now. You got to read the channel description, Michael. You got to read the channel description, mate. Michael's just having me on a bit. But yeah, somebody mentioned Shane Van Gisbergen, who's a New Zealander, who's dominating the Americans in NASCAR. So I thought I'd engage it for a little moment, you know. Not perfect, Michael. Okay. Gonna start betting on him on NASCAR. Yeah, well, it's better than I'd rather talk about NASCAR and Shane Van Gisbergen than everyone coming in here going Messi or Ronaldo like 20 times a day. 24-year-old baddie as well. That's wild. Yeah. She is a baddie. She is a baddie. It's true. Living the dream, Michael. Living the dream, mate. Sometimes we have a joke night. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we have it lighthearted. Sometimes it's work, sometimes it's serious. It's just, we're just hanging out. We go with the, like, sometimes people come in here and everybody's having a bad day and we're just talking about nothing but trying to talk that all out with each other. And some days everyone's just having a great day and whatever. And I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like I'm coming on here doing a scripted show and I'm like, hey guys, I'm doing this, right? It kind of goes where the chat takes it, you know. Get her on the stream. No, I respect her boundaries on that one, Michael. Sometimes she'll say hi and stuff, but she's just not like, this is my thing to do YouTube, and she's not really like that, you know. So be grateful. Look, you get her there. Look, she lingers in the background. She's modding, right? So she's on a phone. She's modding if need be. That's what she's doing, and she's reading a book about gardens and birds and stuff. So she's flowers. There you go. She's looking at books of pretty flowers. Learning about the birds and the bees and the trees. True story. No, Michael, how have we got? We had a little moment about Shane Van Gisbergen and mentioning the channel mascot possum, mate. We're not going full brain rot, Michael. Calm down. Bring it back. Come back to us. Come back to us, Michael. Come back to us with the wisdom, with the good. We were doing so good with you, Michael. Got a boyfriend respecting your boundaries. I obviously have to. Let me know if you need a good laugh, no joke, Truanson. Oh yeah, let us have it. Let us have it, Lightwood. Smile. I smile all the time, mate. Hang on, chat. Here's a smile for you. Alastor the Radio Demon. How are you, Alastor the Radio Demon? No, Michael. 6-7 is not allowed. No, because 6-7 is just total brain rot. What we're talking about. We're talking about a little bit of you know, New Zealand domination in sports here for a moment. Just a little. No, she's not into it, mate. She's not into it. How the hell you see me? I don't know. I haven't seen anybody a message. Who sent who a message? I don't know what's happening there. A blind man walked into a bar. Ouch. I'm thinking about SVG though. Watch Travis Pastrana, who was good at everything, getting an NASCAR and lose his ass off. Hope Shane does well though. Yeah, I mean, to me, like, in America, it's like NASCAR. Like in New Zealand and Australia, we always like laughed at NASCAR historically, right? Like growing up, it was just NASCAR's a joke. It's like they're driving around an oval going, turn left, turn left, turn left. It was a running joke because all they do is turn left. Whereas we were watching the Bathurst 1000. We were watching these guys on, New Zealand and Australia racetracks, toe to toe. It was more like the German DTM racing, right? Whereas, like, going to a track and watching drivers go round and round for 4 hours, and then, like, a lot of people going, like, oh, there might be a big wreck. And it's like, I've never hoped for a wreck in racing. I've never hoped people crash and get hurt and stuff, I've always just hoped it's a good race. So, V8 Supercars Australia back in the early 2000s, mate. 90s, early 2000s, it was absolute peak, mate. Oh, don't know, base, haven't followed it all. I don't follow any of the UFC or anything. Yeah, apparently you can message people on YouTube now somehow. Yeah, apparently there's some way to do it. I've heard of this. I've been talking about this. Hi, Biff. Biff, good to see you again, mate. One day you will be speaking via code. Memes and brain rot are one of the final stops at that point. Kids use less words through the generations. 6, 7. Oh dear, Michael. Oh dear, mate. Just bear in mind, Michael. I know there's some trolls around who make little donations and stuff, and then they claim back all their donations, and that actually costs the creator. Did you know that? The people will do it where they'll donate $50 and like $2 at a time. Then they claim it back, but YouTube still keeps the fees, so the creator can actually lose money each month because YouTube takes 30% of it. So I do have to be mindful. I've got to be careful. But you're saying things that are pertinent to the chat. And now we've gone to 6, 7. Anyway, I'm not on for too long, guys. We want to have a good, quick chat. So anybody have any questions this evening? Anybody have any questions? Self-improvement questions. That's what we're after. Bathurst 1000 ain't the same without Holden. Yeah, mate. Ain't the same without Nissan either. When the GTR showed up in 89, mate. Took them all to school. The singularity theory? Alright, I'll have a peruse at some point, Michael. I used to learn a lot about how everything worked and all that kind of stuff, Michael, to be honest. I used to spend a lot of time at that kind of stuff. Like, I still enjoy, like, a mega ship documentary, like how they made the world's biggest container ship and its engine's 3 stories tall. And I'm like, yeah, mate. But, as far as learning a whole heap of stuff, yeah, they can, Mandy, they can. There's ways they can do it. Yep, alright, Michael. Alright, I'm trusting you, Michael. I already had it with one troll last week. Made me sad, but that's alright. Which team in the World Cup? No idea. Don't follow it, mate. Don't follow it, sorry. Not into soccer. What I want to know is this. All these people coming in talking about soccer and the World Cup all the time. What do you usually talk about? Do you go into a channel and talk about just whatever the news is at the time? What's the trending thing? Or are you actually living your own life? Or are you talking about soccer and interested in it because it's what everybody's into? It's UFC. It's like, let's all talk about this. Like, you know what I mean? Each channel has to be different. I don't think every channel should be just talking about like the World Cup and stuff, right? There's got to be some different stuff on here. So I don't know. They had tried into V8 Supercars. Did you know they are trying to squeeze in BMW? Yeah, I mean the V8 Supercars. I like this is where I sort of lost interest in motorsport and like all kinds of sport. Right? As it all just became kind of too big for itself. Like it's just what happens when sports progress. Like I liked drifting when it was just like real like low power like more standard cars. Right? I really liked it then. I liked V8 Supercars when it was like a full body production car you could buy in the showroom. And, they'd put a roll cage in it and put a race cam in it and, hotted it up. But it was still it was a car like you could buy sort of. And then it just gets so far into tube chassis and it gets into all that. It's just it's just a sticker on the outside. It's got nothing to do with the actual car you can buy. So it's just like, yeah. I like the old, battles when it was real Holdens against real Fords and that, right? Yeah, soccer. Yeah. I think that would be one of the reasons I never got into soccer. It's, somebody slightly trips me over. It's like, ah, ah, ah. Holding up to you. I'm just not into it. Just not about it. Yeah, Michael. That's the thing, man. Is like I just get to the point where it's like I want to learn things that are actually useful to me. Like I could go I could spend my life contemplating about aliens and it's like I appreciate that people do the job of looking off into the deepness of space and trying to understand it, but it's not my interest. I'm not going to spend my life going, I need to learn lots more about space and this and that. I'm trying to just more hone in more and more on like what do I need to actually focus on? Because otherwise, I'm just looking at everything, right? You end up so broad and looking at everything that you can't focus down on something that matters. So I like the Toyota band. Love my Toyotas, mate. I'm a strong Toyota man. We got three. We got oh no, I've got. I think how many Toyotas do I have at the moment? 6. I have 6 Toyotas at the moment. I got 2 Land. I got a Land Cruiser. She's got a Land Cruiser. So we got 2 Land Cruisers. We got a Hilux. We got the Corona. We got the Dyna. What's the other one I was just thinking of? And there's the old Hilux. There's the Corona. There's the Dyna. There's the Prado. There's the Troop Carrier, and then there's the Sora as well. 1JZ Sora. He's 6 Toyotas at the moment. Yeah. Too many cars. Too many cars. But yeah, pretty much everyone in my area drives Toyota. Like if they have a four wheel drive and stuff, it's just all Land Cruisers everywhere, man. That's what you need out here. You won't get around out here without something like that. You really won't if you want to get work done and stuff. Out in the country. I tell you what, man, the best thing I ever did was move to the country. I've been really appreciative of that lately, that I can just like step out there in the morning and it's just birds chirping and fog and trees and mountains and it's just nice. Right? In the city I wake up and it was just like, you stepped out the door, it was just chaos and people everywhere. I can't do it. Michael. My nails are so dirty. Yep, that's a sign of clean money. It's called doing work, mate. It's called I've been doing work all day. I've just finished doing my work for the day, and then I've gone live. I'm going to do a live, and then I'm going to get off here, and then I'm going to go have a shower and stuff, and have some dinner, and my evening. Yes. But, go find yourself a guy with all the cleanest nails in the world, and I'm sure he'll be an exciting fellow. Dirty hands, clean money, as they say. My truck. I cut my hand open too. Look, cut my hand open. Yeah, got paint all over them. They're not that long. What have I got? I got like 3mm nail on there with a bit of blooming paint under it. Oh, I've got to be perfect to be on YouTube. I need to start getting mani-pedis, guys. Make sure you keep those donations and memberships coming, guys. Apparently, I need to get my nails done. For fuck's sake. Why did I break out the pickles? Now I got to go to the kitchen. Oh, possum. I have. What can I say, man? I'm an influencer now, apparently. So I influence people. I inspire people to eat pickles. Apparently. All right, guys. We're not gonna. God, we're not gonna. You get me flagged by YouTube or something. You sit here talking about blooming crypto. There's no financial advice here. I'm not a mental health expert. All the disclaimers. All right. Oh, sweet bunny. Because it's my show. It's my party, and I'll cry if I want to. That's why, mate. Why do you have to come in here and judge me and try and tell me how to live? You're going to come into my channel and tell me the order to run my day and you need to have a shower, then come and do your live. I'll do it however I like, my friend. How about that? How about that? Oh, Celtic. Got Celtic. Stop. Again, we talk about like self-improvement and stuff. We got a good question there, why are people on YouTube live? How many votes have we got there? 77 votes. Most people are bored. Why are you bored? We got the most votes for bored. Anybody who answered bored, why are you scrolling because you're bored? What would you what would fill it for you? What are some old hobbies you haven't done in a while that you could get back into or something? What's something that you can actually fill the time with? Like, I don't want people here forever, right? It's meant to be a revolving door. I don't want people here every day for a year, like just like, oh, I'm still got nothing, I want you to do stuff with life, Yeah. Well, yeah. If we can stop, if we can keep it reined in from all the 6-7 and the crypto and the this and the that, it would be good. We'll try and get a bit more of a convo going. Not on here for too long. If it was a 3-hour stream like usual, I wouldn't mind so much. But we've done 46 minutes. As you can see, I'm pretty tired. It's been a very long day. It's actually a good channel, thanks, mate. I think the value in the channel is the value in just being myself on here, right? That's the plan. Giovanni Costa. G'day, mate. But yeah, the whole idea is to be a real channel, right? Not acting like these other channels, Because I spent my whole life masking with ADHD, right? And autism, ADHD. Like, I've been told to shut up and this and that and fit in and whatever. Why can't you just be normal and whatever my whole life, right? And it made me very, very miserable to lean into that and try and fit in and try and keep everybody happy, because you can never keep everybody happy, right? So I'm just here to be myself and hang out. So I think that, that's why people enjoy the channel, I suppose. I could do, Michael. That could be good. You good advice there, Michael. Good advice from Michael. We'll just have a little top up. That's it, though. That's all we need. We don't need to be excessive with things. Everything in moderation, folks. Everything in moderation. Almost 2 a.m. I'll be sleeping soon, hopefully. Can't start anything for now. I agree, Lightwood. What you can do is a list on paper, bro. Plan tomorrow. Like, that's the thing with my streams and the time it is for you guys, right? Plan for tomorrow. Make a list of the things that are sort of been eating away at you this week, or I could put 10 minutes of that. I could put half an hour at that. If I did those 2 things tomorrow, by the end of the day, I'd feel a bit better. And then you're gonna want to make another list. You're gonna want to, I think that really helps move things forward. Just writing it down, right, makes a big difference. Michael Blue says, I'm a man of great ideas. I too, sir, I believe. I think we got a lot of people here with great ideas, mate. Celtic says, W to Susie the Builder. I saw her on the short the other day. Yeah, mate, you want to know what really grinds my gears? I do all my normal shorts, right? And they get like 1,100, 1,200 views. I do one of her using a power tool badly, giving her a go. It was the only bolts I gave her a go on, and she's like, tentative with it, and it gets like 3,300 views and like 45 likes. Whereas if I'm on the power tools going zut, 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 and I edit something incredible, the moment I put the misses in it, bullshit. What the hell are you up to, brother? We're just hanging out there, Kurth. Good to see you, my friend. He's travelled far to come here, has Kurth. Kurth does gaming streams, guys, if anybody's into that. Let people know what you do, Kurth, because I can't remember half the names of the games. Is it Skyrim and stuff, right? Skyrim you were playing yesterday? So he does like horizontal live streams gaming. He has a very soothing voice. He's very very nice to listen to there, Kurth. It helps you wind down if at the right time. Skyrim and RimWorld mostly, yeah. So yeah, Kurth has a great personality and a very, very good accent for radio or something and narrating. Yes. I do like your content, Kurth. That's where I go now to wind down, is Kurth streams. That's where I hang out. Second screen type content. Yep. No way I get. I don't know why I got so many views. Nobody else says. I know why it got so many views. Nobody else says go do tough things. I always said women can make the most. Oh yeah, Celtic. That's the thing. Is as I say, like there's some chicks you find on live, right? And they're sitting there like twirling their like hair, like, "Hey guys, hi," and they've got nothing of substance to say, and yeah, they've just got like hundreds of guys. They're like, "Oh, hello, baby." Whatever. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. I understand it. I understand the world. You know, I'm not surprised. Not surprised. Don't have the words to express the appreciation I feel. Oh, that sounded pretty good, mate. That sounded like those were all words. I knew them all. They covered the thing. It's good. Good morning again. Good morning, Mena. How are you, my friend? Who is this moron? Somebody says, WTF, who is this moron? Probably the person with the name We Are Charlie Kirk 677 coming into a chat saying that would probably be the moron. I'd say it would be you, mate. It's about as clear as a projection as you'll get on YouTube Live, I suppose. So there you go, chat. Oh, I wouldn't be able to talk about anything like that, would I, Bluth? No, I couldn't talk about anything like that. I'll get in trouble. YouTube rules and all. Hello there, Frankie. It's not translating your messages there, Frankie, so I can't understand you. Sorry. Just pop off that translation there because it makes things go all funny. No, I'm not, Michael. I haven't done anything like that at all. On screen, you say? When? When have I done that, Michael? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I'm sorry. It's got the triple slap from everyone on that one. Can you tell us about New Zealand? Yes, it's a country. We're out in the ocean. It's not Australia, right? People think of New Zealand being like Australia. Every animal you've heard of from Australia basically isn't in New Zealand, right? There's no crocodiles. There's no kangaroos. There's no koalas, right? Like all the things. There's no dingoes. Like all the things you can think of about memes of Australia, do not apply to New Zealand. There's lots of bushland, lots of beaches, yeah, mountains and stuff, and yeah. What's there less of? People. So there's I believe it's about 5.5 million people in New Zealand currently. It's under 6 million still, I believe. What happened to Old Zealand? It sank. At it. How's surfing there? Yeah, there's definitely some good surfing spots. Yeah. If you look up Raglan, Raglan, Raglan. If you look up there, that's where most people kind of go. It's all the surfing's on the west coast, really. What kind of breakfast do I prefer? Steak, eggs, bacon, everything fried in butter. So I live very close to carnivore diet. It's usually sort of carnivore diet plus milk and a bit of this, all that. I've got some chippies tonight. Got some chips and some dip. OG Cakes, good to see you, mate. How are you, dude? Ooh. Ooh. Like it. Parents owned a house in New Zealand but lost it to the flood. Was that what flooding was that? Was that in Auckland a while ago? How's rent in New Zealand manageable with its economy? Take up a fair chunk of it, like anywhere. I'd say probably about a similar rate to the United States. I don't know. What would you pay? A decent house, about $1,000 US dollars a week. Sorry, 500. What would it be? It'd be about 1,000 New Zealand dollars a week. So about 600 American a week. You'd get like a 3-4 bedroom flat, 3-4 bedroom family home type thing, and then have roommates, whatever. Say probably like, in the cities, right? You'd probably be about 400 to 600 US a week. So 2,400 to 1,600 to 2,400 a month, roughly, American. General ignorance. I work with this team of scaffold erectors from New Zealand and learnt the ways of the force. Got ripped to bits for asking about kangaroos. yeah, it's I get it though. I get it. We're just a little. Yeah, that would be the high end of the scale curve, but that would be for like a 4-bedroom place, in the city, like a good area and stuff, right? That would be the higher end of, without going crazy, it would be something pretty good. Yeah, a normal 9 to 5 sort of. I don't know what to call it on a job. Most people in their 20s would be on about 30,000 US a year, maybe. If you're working like a job and you're working as a electrician or something, I don't know, you start making some money, but I don't know, somewhere around there. Oh, the tradies do well, right? Tradies always do well. How about a 1-room cabin? Yeah, well, that's it's my one's end up. The lease is cheap, but yeah. Remember when it was $800 a month? Yeah, definitely. It's quite often missed when people talk about this. So they go, "Oh, this cost this back in the day. This cost that, and whatever." But you got to realize yes, the income has not kept up. I agree, and the gap has widened. But if you just look at, you could get a house for this much money, and they paid pennies for it. It's like, yeah, but they were making $2 US an hour in their job. They were making $3 an hour. They weren't making a minimum wage of 15, right? So yeah, it's big. It's nasty, but it's a lot of people leave that out of their sort of perspective. Like cars have got cheaper, right? Like the Nissan Fairladies I have, when they were brand new, they were 95,000 New Zealand dollars. Whereas I can buy the brand new latest model now is 95,000 New Zealand dollars. It's a twin turbo sports car, right? And so if you factored inflation, that car in the 90s should be triple the price, right? If you're buying it now, but it's still the same. A sports car is still the same price as it was in the 90s. Brand new off the floor. So you go, okay, well, houses and everything have got more expensive, but if you actually want a nice car or something, it's actually a lot more attainable than it used to be. Sarah Lynn, g'day. Hope you and your girl are doing great. We're flowing along. I'm not doing too long in live today. I won't be on too much longer, guys. How about a parcel of land with a water well? Yes, Kurth, I have very much Minecraft dreams for the future when we get our own land. It will have a hill in it. The first thing you do in Minecraft, right? You see a hill, and it's like if I carved a slot right through the mountain and just have windows popping out each end, and then the light passes through. You know how it is, right? Minecraft, you see a mountain, so it's like got a little bit of rock that you bomb it straight through. I think that's the dream, mate. Minecraft spigot. Four wheels and gets you places, that's all you need. Yep, that's called a Toyota. If it has 4 wheels and gets you places, it's called a Toyota. Yeah, Hollow Mountain Home. I've seen some amazing stuff, Kurth, that people have built in caves, right? In America, they go and buy a property where it's got some big cave on it, and they literally just clear it out, and they put a full glass front on it, and just leave the open cave roof through the whole house and stuff. It looks incredible, man. Absolutely stunning, wood floors and that. But yeah, they just leave the cave as it is. They clean it up a bit. But yeah, looking at what people do with custom cave homes is just, yeah. Cave on your property, empty it out, and put up glass and doors on the front and close it off. You don't have to build the other 3 walls. Yeah, so I quite like that idea. Fixing the Land Rover this morning, love it. Yeah, I've been working away at the Dyna truck, tinkering away. I've just painted the front. I painted the front of it yesterday. I put the badge back on it today and stuff, and moving all the stuff around outside the garage and that. Thought you guys had kangaroos. No, that's Australia. That's Australia. So yeah, I'm New Zealand here. Sharing scrolling shorts and lies with my fellow. I just tried to tell them to do a super sarcastic comment on a short. People are asking for it though. All right. Oh, you can have a bit of fun on such things, but I try to avoid commenting on stuff too much because then it keeps notifying you and bringing you back. Like especially with Instagram and that, it's like, oh, you make a comment and then it's like, for the next 6 months you get a notification coming in about it. It's like, I'm sure there's a way I can probably turn off the notification for each post or something. But yeah, I'm definitely getting better at commenting less because I kind of find that's what keeps me on Instagram is, blah blah reacts as you comment something, so it's always going off with something. I like to think it. You got live chat on, not top chat. Chat filter all messages. Usually I do. I usually do that, but at the moment it's when I've done that recently, I've lost the whole chat when I try to change it. I'll try it this time, but all messages. See, now I've lost my whole chat. Now we've undone it. Yeah. Hide all chat messages. Hang on, guys. Yeah, I used to do all messages. Now it's broken. Give me 10 seconds, guys. Hang on. Right, we're back. We're back. My apologies. Yeah. That we lost the chat trying to do that. It's been doing that. Something's been going goofy with YouTube, man, lately in the last week or two. It's just been doing all kinds of weird stuff. Like you finish a live and it's like your live got 7 views or something when it was, you go to studio and it says, oh, it was 1,000 views or something. It's been doing all kinds of weird stuff, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not sure, mate, but I tend to just leave it on the normal one, just because that's what everyone sets it to. Because every time you go into a live, as a viewer, you have to change it as well. So I think it's I just don't usually bother. Might want to invest in a nice tablet just for a chat. Yeah. I want to get one. As I say, that's what I'm going to do with all the membership and super chat money. It all goes back into the channel. So yeah, I need a tablet. I've looked into it all right, and I need a tablet to run as like the control room for YouTube and all that, like a dual screen, all that stuff. Yeah. So I will get it, but that just depends on when the YouTube can fund all the new equipment and blah blah blah. So I just want to put everything back into the channel. So we'll see how we get on. I've got to get a DJI mic and stuff for when I do the garage streams and that. People want me to have like a GoPro and a head mount when I'm working on cars and stuff. So again, it's just when I can, I will. Is it cold there? Yeah, it's a bit chilly. It's a bit chilly at the moment. No, winter. Yeah, so it's only the last couple of days my hips started to ache again and stuff. So I'm kind of having my last binge really of Coca-Cola. I'm going to have chips and stuff at the moment, and then I'm probably gonna go carnivore diet for a couple of months or something, guys. Temperature? Oh, I don't know. Sorry, 10 Celsius maybe, something like that. I don't know. Probably get down to, I don't know, up here probably about, I don't know, 6 or 7 degrees Celsius overnight. Oh, I don't know, Fahrenheit. Sorry, I'm sorry. We do Celsius here. It's a backwards world, mate. I try my best. How do I deal with procrastination? I feel overwhelmed with adult stuff. This stream take a break from ADHD stuff. Any thoughts? Just keep moving, Ryan. Just 3, 2, 1, go. You want to do the thing, right? I'm getting up in 3. Just standing up, right? Oh, I'm progressing. I'm overthinking, right? You don't have to do the perfect thing. You don't have to do just do something, right? Make progress at something. For me, it's like if I'm really avoiding something, I'll start off the day with something that's like, if I really don't feel like doing that thing, I'll go start off with something else. I'll do a little 10-minute workout or something even. But just getting moving starting is the hard bit, and that's where you're just going to sit in the overthinking procrastination. You're trying to solve everything. You're trying to plan ahead. It's all jumbled in there. Just taking action is a big one, and making task lists on paper is life-changing. If you can make a task list the night before, and not go, oh yeah, I'll do it in the morning, I'll do it tomorrow. Like that's where I fail on that, and it does affect me a bit. Typically, I've got so much going on here, I don't really need task lists at the moment. Like I know when I get up, I know that's what I have to go do. Is just clean up things and organise and whatever, right? As I get back into the flow of working on cars and stuff, it's going to become more structured again, right? How to start rather than waiting to start. Tell your brain to shut up. Your thoughts are not you. You're gonna have thoughts your whole life. No matter how disciplined you get, you're still gonna have the thoughts there trying to tell you, right? So It's about being able to have the thoughts here and just be like, yeah, whatever, shut up. I'm just going to do it, right? So just like little cues to yourself, like, this is, I'm gifting to my future self. Like, I don't feel like doing this right now, but future me is going to appreciate it. So you're not, the stuff you don't feel like doing now, you're doing for you a year from now. Like if you don't feel like doing a workout, and you do it every day, well, in a year, you're going to have all the results of that, right? And you never wanted to work out, you never felt like doing it, but, you start to enjoy it on the journey and that, right? But yeah, just, Jivan, I'd say the best advice would be take 10 minutes and put it at it, and just tell yourself that. I'm going to go and do the thing I really don't want to do, even if it's like a massive project that could take weeks or something. I'm going to put 10 minutes at it, right? And work on it for 10 minutes and then give yourself permission to walk away if you're not into it, and you can go do something else. Then you can try another 10 minutes later. But that 10 minutes is either you're going to start and walk away after 10 minutes, or you're going to do 10 minutes and then you'll just flow into it, right? So it's always the start is the hard bit. So just a 10-minute, you can convince yourself to do 10 minutes, right? Rather than the whole project. 10 minutes, I'll try, even if I stare at it all for 10 minutes and think a bit with it in front of me, That can be that I think is the biggest thing for getting out of your head, is just going, okay, well, no matter how much I'm overthinking, whatever, no matter how upset I am right now, I can look at this for 10 minutes. I'm not that broken. I can go look at it for 10 minutes, and I think that really helps. Celsius energy drink. I haven't heard of that one. Used to be a fortune teller, but all I could predict was bad weather. Turns out the crystal ball shop sold me a snow globe. I've seen one once where it was like a rock hung at a national park or something. Or it was like a rock thing. It was like weather rock. And it's like rock covered in snow, snowing. It's like rock wet, rock wet, raining, and just dumb stuff like that. Yeah, it was the local weather rock. All right, guys. Oh, I'm gonna wrap it up early tonight, guys. We're done just over an hour here, but I am pretty shattered. So I do appreciate you all being here. I'm sorry to love you and leave you so early, but I hope it's been beneficial to you guys in some way. Hope you've enjoyed it. I will try and do a stream of me doing some work on stuff tomorrow. And Max, say hi and bye. Hi and bye. See you later. You guys have a goodie. By the time you get through thinking about it, the time has passed to start. Yeah, that's it, Kurth. That's great input there, man. I appreciate it, dude. Actually, I'll screen that. That's, see, Kurth's wise. All right. Yeah. So, Ciara and Max here. Don't waste your time on shorts and commenting just to be sarcastic and whatever. Spend some couple time together. Go watch a movie or something instead, right? Put down your phones. Actually, spend boyfriend girlfriend time. All right. Don't get lost in all the bullshit of the world. All right, guys. Had acupuncture for a bad back, and when I got home, my voodoo doll had died. 10 out of 10. Have enjoyed our conversation this evening. Oh yeah, I appreciate that, Jenny. I'm sorry, guys, I haven't shown up with like all the energy in the world, but I'm done my best. Sorry if I missed any comments throughout the evening. I do try catch it all. Most of it, actually, it's all good fun, not mean fun. Yeah, but just just go watch a movie or something, or a show or something, or I don't know. Go out and play mini golf. That's what the youth don't do enough of these days. You got to go out and play some mini golf. Right. Take her out to the movies, Max, or something. I don't know. All right, thank you guys. Much love, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.